I think they're beginning to play themselves into a situation where it starts working. I like the puck movement. I still think we're overpassing at certain times, but we make a great play to tie the game up, and we just don't finish. I mean, Z was about to crawl out of his skin. It's just a great play. It's a set play. It's a design play. But I just want a little bit more instinctive as far as having a shooter mentality first, and then maybe some of the other seams open up. Like there's a couple of plays where it gets to Panarin, and he wants to make one extra pass to Z, and he has a lane clear to put pucks to the net, and it's kind of mandated. We got to get some people in front of this goalie the other night. He was playing so well, but we just don't get the puck there enough.
Is it quick enough too in terms of gathering passes and then shooting rather than just?
Oh yeah. The places to shoot pucks are there. We just want to make an extra pass, and that's what even frustrates you even more, because it's one of those, you're on the bench and you're ready for a shot, and then you see a pass, and so we have to leave it out to them a little bit too to figure it out. These are good players. They're the ones that see the ice. I think we're close. I like the two defensemen together on that first power play. I think they have a great feel for one another, 5-on-5, and I can see Z just thriving over in that spot there. So we got to get a little luck and just keep our concentration on and just to try to keep simplifying as best we can. I think we'll find our way.
It has to be reassuring that it's not systematic, that what teams are doing to you isn't shutting you down. That it's still.
No, well, good teams kill. I mean, there are teams that kill penalties very well, so you have to give them credit too. But with a power play, it's just take what they give you.
Yeah.
And because sooner or later you're gonna, we have the right people out there, I believe. You're gonna end up getting a 2-on-1 somewhere. You're up a man.
Yeah.
And so it's a simple way of thinking. Is just take what they give us and not look to make it more difficult because you want to make another nice pass. Because good teams, when they make a mistake and they get themselves out of position, they're usually fighting for ice back through that middle of the ice, especially to try to stop any type of quality chance area.
Wenberg's not on either power play. Hasn't been the last couple of games. His ice time's gone down the last couple of weeks. This shouldn't be like this, right? I mean, this is the guy that should be your.
I hope he jams it to me. I hope he shows me that what the hell are you doing? Because I'm sure a lot of you guys are saying, what the hell is he doing? I'm doing it because I need to get his game to where it is. And I've told you, I think he's a great player, but he's not playing great right now. And quite honestly, he's been given a lot of rope to try to get his game together. And I believe he will. I think little by little his game's beginning to come, but I'm not going with put him on the power play to get his game going. I've tried that. And so a little bit of onus has to be done with the player here also to try to get himself straightened out. And if he does, and I think he will, I have confidence that he will, we're going to be a much better team. He's going to be a much better player.
Is this a step back from how he played last year? Is this more similar to where he was when you got here?
Well, I can't even remember. I mean, I can't remember.
6 years ago now,
yes, it does. Yes, he's a better player than he's played. And we've had one-on-one meetings. We've showed video. We've gone through the gamut. Sometimes, you know what? You lose ice time. And as I've always said to you guys, I'm not interested in benching people. That's an easy thing for a coach to do. I don't want to do that to him because I think it hurts our team. But he has to show me that he's willing to give too. It's a two-way street here, and you go through this. This isn't a. I'm not looking to kick him. I'm looking to try to help him, and because I think if he gets his game back, we've got something going up the middle of the ice. So we'll see where it goes.
Those are pretty obvious moves when you're off the power play, when your ice time goes down. Have you seen the pushback, the response?
I think his game has improved, but it depends on what standard you're looking for. I'm certainly looking for a higher standard, but I'm also saying to you, it's not dipping. I think it's slowly getting there. In fact, I thought that line was pretty close the other night. I think they got to do a little work in the blue also, and not be on the outside making passes all the time. yeah, so I think it's improved, but I'm not ready to give there. It's not fair. Other players lose ice time. I don't care what you are, what pick, what money you make, all that crap. I want you to play, and I want you to play for your teammates. And I think Winnie has it in him. I'm not condemning him, but I need to see it. Yeah. I need an eye. It's the eye test. It's not analytics. It's an eye test. I need to see it.
Carlson, first time in a while. What do you think of him?
Didn't play many minutes.
Right.
You know, lost his guy along the boards there in the rush on the first goal. Still made some good plays with the puck, but he didn't play many minutes to really. He's a good player. But I also have a pair that has played very well in Murr and Nudie. You know, and kind of bypassed another pair. You know, so Carly may have to wait. You know, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I'm going to go with 7 or not tomorrow night. So we'll see.
Have you ever before in your career gone with like 7 defensemen, 11 forward? No, but I mean like over an extended amount of time.
No.
It's hard to do it.
No, I don't think it's hard. I think it gives you an advantage, quite honestly, because you can use your top guys in a lot of different areas on that fourth line, I guess. So yeah, teams do it. Tampa Bay does it. They do it very well. They're so deep with their offense. They can move people in and out of there, and so it's certainly not foreign in the league. But I'm not sure if I'm staying with it tomorrow or not. We'll see.
John, you talked about the eye test, and something you and JD said before this season started was you guys wanted to play more with the puck. You're getting more shots than opponents, but do you feel it? Does it feel like there's progress being made there?
Yeah, I do. We just showed some video just right now before coming out to see you guys that I think we can have the puck more cleanly out of our end zone. If we're a little bit gapped in our end zone, we're a D going back for it, and we're a little late arriving. I think we need to arrive in 5s, and I'd like to see us come out the middle more and get cleaner breakouts. But I think we've had the puck a lot the early part of the year. Yeah, but the breakout for the past couple of weeks, our arrivals into our end zone, we're a little bit disjointed. We've gotten away with it a little bit where some defensemen have carried the puck out.
Right.
But I'd like to see us come out together a little bit more and maybe even come out the middle a little bit more than we have been.
Not as a blame thing, but is that the forward still learning out how to support a more aggressive defense?
No, it's not learning. It's just skating. It's just hard work. Yeah, forwards have to play the whole area of the ice. What has happened, but quite honestly, I think it's the wingers understanding. If I'm the first guy back, I need to get back and really be a center option trying to come out of our end zone. What happens a lot, the wingers come back. They're the first ones in the end zone, and they peel off to the boards because they feel very comfortable over there on the boards. It is a lot of work for the center to do in the end zone. They have to assume some of that responsibility so we outnumber people on our breakout right away. If we don't, then they have 3 players, we have 2, and that's when that team gets a forecheck. So I think we've got to be a little bit better at seeing who's first guy back, but also skating back hard. We got two goals scored on us the other night because our weak side back check wasn't there. Didn't realize the play was going to end up being there because there was a number of mistakes made before, but you can save the day with your weak side back check, getting into that quality shot area. We weren't there because we stopped skating.
George, early in camp you said you knew this team would go through some adversity, injuries, losses, and how they managed it would be something that you would look at. Now you've had a couple injuries, you've had a couple of losses in a row. How do you think they're managing it?
Yeah, well, we'll see tomorrow. I think tomorrow is a pretty important game for us, just not to lose our wits about ourselves, just to handle it with a little bit of composure. I told you guys we won some games this year that we didn't deserve to win, and we're going to lose some games that we deserve to win. The last game was one of them for me because I broke that game down yesterday, and we did a lot of good things in that game. I think we held them to 8 or 9 scoring chances. We had 16 or 17. We couldn't beat Rennie. I don't think we were in front of him enough. I thought that was the weakest part of our game. We played a good hockey game. Okay, now I guess we've lost 1 point in the other game, lost 3 with getting 1 point. Let's find a way to win a game. And it could be an ugly game. It could be we don't play nearly as good as we played the other night. But you need to keep your composure and go about your business and try to be the best you can be and find a way to win a game. And that's very important for this team, to go through these things. And if you go through them and you have the opportunity to maybe play in the playoffs, and you still have to get there, I think you're better ready for playoffs when you go through some of the bumps. So I don't mind this. You hate losing, but there are good teaching games, and it's a good situation for a young team how you handle yourself.
Did Delpy get hurt in the collision in New York right before the elbow?
I'm not sure when he got hurt, but he's day-to-day.
Okay.
Yeah.
And no Foligno, no Wenberg today? Are they just
maintenance days?
So
yeah.
they're good to go?
Yeah.